Are you ready to step up and change your life? Because let me tell you something, success isn't something that just happens. It's something you create. And you create it with one powerful tool, consistency. It's not enough to have a dream, a vision, or a goal. Those things are great, but without consistency, they remain just that, dreams. To transform those dreams into reality, to make them real, you've got to force yourself to show up every single day, no matter how hard it gets, no matter how you feel. Just one. Here's the truth. Consistency is the bridge between where you are now and where you want to be. But it's a bridge you've got to build brick by brick, day by day. This isn't about motivation that fades when the excitement wears off. This is about making a decision to push yourself beyond the limits, to break the pattern, and to take massive, consistent action even when it seems impossible. Today, I'm going to show you how to turn the power of consistency into your greatest ally. So let's dive in and force yourself to become the person you were always meant to be. Consistency is the foundation of all lasting success. It's not about making huge leaps forward every day, but about taking consistent, focused steps day after day. Success doesn't come from the occasional burst of effort or the fleeting moments of motivation we experience. It comes from the actions we take regularly, even when we don't feel like it. If you want to be great at something, it's the small things done consistently over time that compound into big results. Think about the most successful people you know. They don't become great in a single moment. They achieve greatness through consistency. Whether it's athletes, business leaders, or anyone excelling in their field, they all have one thing in common. They show up and do the work, no matter the circumstances. This consistency builds momentum, and once momentum is on your side, the path to success becomes easier to navigate. It's easy to be motivated when things are going well, but true success is built in the hard times, when motivation wanes and the road gets tough. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is their ability to push through those difficult moments. This requires a commitment to consistency, even when there's no immediate payoff or recognition. Consistency also strengthens your mindset. It teaches you discipline, resilience, and perseverance. Over time, you begin to trust yourself and your ability to follow through. You stop relying on external motivation because you've built the internal drive to keep going, regardless of obstacles or setbacks. This trust in yourself fuels the belief that no matter how long it takes, you will eventually achieve your goals. Through consistent effort, you can unlock your full potential and transform your dreams into reality. Small, daily actions lead to massive long-term results. It's the little things you do consistently every single day that create the big picture of success. Many people get discouraged because they don't see immediate results from their efforts, but the reality is that success is a process and it takes time. When you commit to daily actions, no matter how small, you're laying down the foundation for future growth and achievement. Each small step you take builds on the last, and over time the compound effect kicks in. You don't notice the progress right away, but over weeks, months, and years, those small actions accumulate into significant results. Think of it like planting seeds. Every small action is like watering that seed, and while you may not see the tree growing at first, eventually it will shoot up. The key is to keep planting, to keep watering, and to trust that progress is being made even when it's invisible. When you focus on consistency in small daily actions, you eliminate the need for constant motivation. Motivation can be fleeting. It's driven by external factors that can come and go. But small daily actions are in your control. You don't have to wait for the perfect moment to get started, and you don't have to rely on bursts of energy or inspiration. You can commit to doing something every day, no matter how minor, and that will steadily lead to massive progress. Remember, big achievements are made up of small, repetitive actions over time. So start small, stay consistent, and trust that those seemingly insignificant actions are building the success you desire. Discipline over motivation. Consistency requires commitment. Motivation is a powerful force, but it's unreliable. It can inspire you to take action when you're feeling good, when everything aligns, and when the energy is right. But motivation is fleeting. It's not sustainable. Discipline, on the other hand, is what keeps you moving forward when motivation is nowhere to be found. Discipline is the habit of doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. The difference between motivation and discipline is crucial when it comes to consistency. Motivation may get you started, but it's discipline that keeps you going. Discipline is a conscious choice to stay the course, no matter the external circumstances. It doesn't matter if you're tired, stressed, or distracted. Discipline means you do the work anyway. You make it a non-negotiable part of your routine, just like brushing your teeth or eating meals. Over time, discipline becomes automatic, a part of who you are. When you rely solely on motivation, you're at the mercy of your emotions. Some days you'll feel on top of the world, while other days you won't want to get out of bed. To build consistency, you need to prioritize discipline. You need to commit to doing the right actions every day, even when it's tough. This commitment turns small efforts into big results, and it's the true driver behind sustained success. Discipline isn't just about pushing through, it's about making consistency a habit that becomes part of your identity. Push through the resistance and discomfort to stay consistent. Every goal, every dream, every achievement will come with its own set of challenges, obstacles, and moments of discomfort. Resistance is a natural part of the process, and it's something that every person pursuing greatness faces. But here's the truth. Resistance is not a sign to stop. It's a sign to push harder. The discomfort you feel is often the very thing that is preparing you for the next level of growth. When you commit to being consistent, there will be days when it feels difficult to keep going. The voice in your head might tell you to quit, to take a break, or that it's not worth it. This resistance is normal. It's part of the process of stretching yourself beyond what's comfortable. The key to success is not avoiding resistance, but learning how to move through it. You have to train yourself to embrace the discomfort and keep going, even when it feels easier to give up. One of the most powerful ways to stay consistent is to expect resistance. If you know that it's coming and that it's part of the journey, you can mentally prepare yourself to push through. When you encounter setbacks or feel drained, remind yourself that these are the moments that will shape you into the person you need to be in order to achieve your goals. Second, it's in the moments of resistance that you build your resilience and strengthen your consistency. The more you push through, the easier it becomes. And as you break through those walls, you create a mindset that is unstoppable, reinforcing your ability to keep moving forward no matter how tough the journey gets. The true growth happens when you don't let discomfort or resistance hold you back. Create a routine that aligns with your goals. When your routine is aligned with your goals, each action you take throughout the day is a step closer to achieving them. You don't have to wait for motivation to strike because your routine ensures that you're already doing what needs to be done. Whether it's waking up at a certain time, setting aside hours for focused work, or incorporating healthy habits, a routine anchors you and provides the structure necessary to stay consistent even when distractions arise. The beauty of having a routine is that it minimizes the mental effort required to stay productive. When you've established certain actions as part of your daily habits, you don't have to think about them. They become second nature. This consistency creates momentum and allows you to keep moving forward day after day. It also reduces the chances of burnout because your routine balances work with rest and self-care, helping you maintain energy and focus over the long haul. Your routine should be built around what's important to you. It's about aligning your actions with your deeper values and goals. When you create a routine that serves your purpose, you'll find that consistency becomes easier and more rewarding. The power of routine lies in its ability to remove uncertainty, making it a crucial tool for staying consistent and ensuring that your long-term goals are always within reach. Embrace the power of showing up, even on tough days. Consistency isn't about performing perfectly every time. It's about showing up regardless of how you feel. There will be days when you're tired, discouraged, or faced with challenges that make it hard to keep going. But the true power of consistency lies in your ability to show up even on those tough days, when the last thing you want to do is push forward. Showing up is a decision. It's about choosing to do the work even when it feels like the odds are stacked against you. When you make the commitment to show up, you're not just making progress toward your goals, you're building a mindset that doesn't rely on motivation or external circumstances. You're proving to yourself that you can keep going, no matter what life throws your way. The beauty of consistency is that it's built on these moments of decision. It's easy to be consistent when everything is going smoothly, but it's the days that challenge you that truly define your level of commitment. When you push through the tough days, you prove to yourself that you're capable of handling adversity, and this strengthens your mental resilience. Every time you show up, even when you don't feel like it, you're building a habit of perseverance. Over time, these small acts of consistency add up and compound into massive results. So when things get tough, remember this. The most important thing is to keep showing up. It's the key to turning your dreams into reality, and it's the secret to creating lasting success. Consistency builds trust in yourself and others. When you consistently show up, you prove to yourself that you are reliable, capable, and committed to your goals. This trust is crucial because it fuels your belief in your own abilities. Each time you follow through on your commitments, no matter how small, you strengthen the relationship you have with yourself. You start to trust that you will do what you say, and this belief in your own reliability becomes the foundation for your actions moving forward. To this belief came the code of responsibility. This self-trust is not just internal, it impacts how others perceive you as well. When you are consistent, people begin to rely on you too. Whether it's in your personal or professional life, others start to see you as someone who does what they say, and that builds credibility and respect. The trust you build through consistency leads to stronger relationships, more opportunities, and increased influence. Increased influence. If you are self-trust master, you modify others' perception of you and appear more trustworthy. Trust, once established, becomes a powerful motivator. You will be driven to uphold the standards you've set for yourself and for others. And this creates a positive feedback loop. As you keep showing up consistently, your reputation grows, your self-confidence increases, and your network of support expands. The more you invest in being consistent, the more you affirm your worth and capability to yourself and those around you. This trust is essential not only for achieving your own success, but also for empowering others to trust and rely on you. Consistency is the cornerstone of building both internal confidence and external respect, creating a cycle that propels you toward your goals. Make consistency a non-negotiable part of your life. If you want to see real lasting results, you need to treat consistency as a must, not a choice. It's easy to let life's distractions, emotions, or excuses get in the way, but the truth is, if you don't prioritize consistency, you'll never reach your full potential. Success is built on habits that you perform day in and day out, regardless of circumstances. You have to make the decision that no matter what, you will show up and do the work. When you make consistency non-negotiable, you stop giving yourself permission to skip the important tasks. You remove the option to procrastinate or take shortcuts. Instead of waiting for motivation to strike or for things to align perfectly, you take action. This mindset shift helps you stay on track even when life gets busy or overwhelming. The key aspect is that motivation is not inadequate, it's being motivated. Consistency becomes part of your identity when you make it non-negotiable. It's not something you try to do, it's something you do, no matter the circumstances. You commit to doing what needs to be done, even if it's uncomfortable or difficult. This commitment will build a powerful sense of discipline and drive, enabling you to keep going even on the tough days. By making consistency non-negotiable, you create a structure for your life that is unstoppable. You no longer rely on the motivation of the moment or external factors. Instead, your actions become aligned with your values and you take consistent steps toward your goals, no matter the challenges you face along the way. Consistency builds momentum. Momentum is the force that propels you forward, even when the road gets tough. Once you start taking consistent action, you begin to build a natural flow that makes it easier to keep going. Think about a snowball rolling down a hill. It starts small, but with every turn, it gathers more and more speed. The same principle applies to your progress. As you consistently take action, no matter how small, you start to gain momentum. And that momentum becomes a driving force that makes everything easier. When you're consistent, you also build confidence. The more you show up and do the work, the more you trust that you are capable of achieving your goals. This belief in your own ability is the fuel that feeds your momentum. Confidence and momentum work hand in hand, creating a cycle that propels you toward greater success. And the beauty of momentum is that once it's established, it becomes self-sustaining. You don't have to work as hard to get started each day because the momentum you've built keeps you moving. It's like a wave that keeps pushing you forward, making the process feel more natural and less like a struggle. The more consistent you are, the easier it becomes to continue. The key is to start and keep going, even when it feels like progress is slow. Once you gain momentum, you'll find that things start to click into place, and achieving your goals becomes less about effort and more about flow. This may sound like a great thing to say, but there are people in this world for whom the reality of life is complicated. Now, you've filed away for all those interviews and moved to the place where the classes start and get work. Big achievements are made up of small, repetitive actions over time. The path to success isn't always a straight line or a dramatic leap forward. It's a series of small, consistent steps that add up over time. Each day you show up, no matter how insignificant the task may seem, you are laying the groundwork for something bigger. Every small effort you put in is a building block that contributes to the larger vision of success you're working toward. It's easy to get caught up in the idea of overnight success or the desire for quick results. But real, sustainable success is built on the foundation of daily actions. It's not about perfection, and it's certainly not about instant gratification. It's about doing what needs to be done, even when you don't see immediate outcomes. Over time, those small actions start to compound and create momentum, and that's when the real transformation happens. The key to achieving big goals is to break them down into small, manageable tasks that you can tackle consistently. These small tasks, when repeated every day, accumulate and lead to extraordinary results. By focusing on consistent action, you avoid the overwhelm that comes with thinking about the entire journey. You simply focus on what's in front of you right now, trusting that every small step is part of the larger process. So don't underestimate the power of small actions. Every time you make progress, no matter how minor it seems, you are inching closer to your ultimate goal. It's those small, repetitive actions that create the foundation for true success. In conclusion, the power of consistency cannot be overstated. It's the secret ingredient that transforms dreams into reality, that turns small actions into big achievements. When you make consistency a non-negotiable part of your life, you begin to build momentum, trust in yourself, and a mindset that can weather any storm. It's not about waiting for the perfect moment or relying on motivation. It's about showing up every day, doing the work, and embracing the process. Every small step you take compounds into something bigger, something more powerful. Through discipline, routine, and perseverance, you'll start to see the results you desire. But more importantly, you'll build a life that is defined by consistency, by the unshakable commitment to your goals, and by the trust that you can always rely on yourself to take the next step. Remember, success isn't a one-time event. It's a series of small, repetitive actions taken consistently over time. So commit to consistency. Force yourself to show up, to push through resistance, and to make progress every single day. Because with consistency, anything is possible.